Alright guys, Gen Z Rush here, and today we got an update video for the portfolio looking at our account right now. Currently we're sitting at 153.4 for our account. If we look at last week's video, we're at 150.4, so it's pretty much up $3,000 on the week. Now you guys know I trade options on this account, but it's not mainly options. We got dividends coming in, and we got some growth stocks that kick in very slowly, and these provide capital appreciation also. Remember, we got assigned on United Healthcare. We had 100 shares and that's gone. United Healthcare anymore, and that's because we did a covered call on it and we got assigned. We originally got assigned on 100 shares of United Healthcare at the $300 strike price, which we can look at our spreadsheet. So you can see last week we got assigned on the $300 strike price for United Healthcare, in which it expired, I guess, which means we got paid the full premium of $370, 3.7. And then this week, it was a short week, only 4 days this week of trading, but you can see on Tuesday, we did a United Healthcare sell call and at the $300 strike price, and we got $490 for that. And the volatility, like, United Healthcare was going up and down a lot this week, and luckily there was a really big pump on Friday, and then it pushed us over the $300 threshold, and these shares got called away, so we pulled in another $490 and we got rid of the shares. United Healthcare is a very interesting play, guys. I mean, it could be catching a falling knife. I might bag myself and end up holding United Healthcare, possibly be stuck with 30k worth of collateral stuck in that stock, right? Although in my opinion, I mean, and for what it's worth, which isn't much, but it's down a lot, all right? It's been hit with the financial CEO, it got the DOJ probe. And I want to make a point here. Most billion-dollar companies, when they get in trouble, what happens usually is we see it like billion-dollar company gets in trouble, it's all over the news. Next thing you know, they get hit with a $20 million fine, $40 million fine, and they're doing business as per usual. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with United Healthcare. Unless there's actually real hard fraud that's exposed, then I feel like they're just going to get some petty fine that is pretty much nothing for a multi-billion-dollar company, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying if they ever release that news where they get like a $20 million fine, that's going to be bullish in my opinion, because the probe is going to be over. That's all they find, and then the share price is probably going to bounce from there. But for now, unless more bad news comes out, or unless the whole overall market goes down, then I feel like this $300 price is probably a good price. Again, not financial advice. That's what I'm trading, as you can see. I mean, last week we had 300 strike, 295, 290. You guys know I can run 2 QQQ puts with my account daily, 0 days to expiration, and I have about 30k left over. With that extra 30k, I like to do Nvidia or Palantir. I'm currently stuck with the hymns. If you can see the hymns right here, which I got back, and I'm holding this for the last 1 month. That's holding up $10,000 in collateral. But again, I told you I had 30k of workable money left after the 2 0 days to expiration puts on QQQ, which is perfect because guess what cost 30k? United Healthcare. And that's why I'm thinking of running United Healthcare again on Monday. For 30k, you get a lot of premium for a stock that's really beaten up. And if this thing, again, it's been hit with all the bad news already. I mean, more can come, sure, but if no more bad news comes, it's only up from here per se. Like if they release that probe is over with, it's gonna go back up. It's a $100 billion company. It beats selling puts on Palantir because Palantir is at its all-time high. So if you get bagged at all-time highs, it might take a long time to go back up so you can sell your shares or get them called away. With United Healthcare, even though it's risky, there's less risk per se because it's already beaten down so much. So even just a little bit of good news can send this thing up a lot. But enough on the United Healthcare. I mean, you can see we did QQQ for the rest of the week. Nvidia on Friday, I mean, with the rest of my capital, I had a couple thousand in the portfolio, so we just did a random hood 1 days to expiration, which netted us $5. It's not really much, but money is money, profit is profit. We got lucky because, dude, again, Friday, I mean, QQQ, we did 519 strike price, right? And there was a lot of volatility on Friday. I mean, this thing I don't remember when I got in that. We got in about here, right? About 518. It started going down, guys. This thing started going down. And then I went to work. I came back and this thing bounced back again. And then I hear Donald Trump saying he's going to, boost the tariffs and something like that again against China, I believe. And then boom, we went down. Like, we went down hard. We went down to 512. At that point, a lot of our Discord members and whatnot, they were like, yeah, I think we'll get assigned. And when I saw that, I mean, I was busy at work, so I was like, you know what? If we get assigned, whatever. You make more money on assignment generally than you do just selling the puts alone. So you gotta keep that in mind if you're running the wheel. But yeah, man, this thing felt like a rock. And then boom, it did literally a V-shaped recovery, and we're back to 518, 519, 520. So I'm glad I wasn't looking at this all day, because if you did and you saw this, you were probably biting your fingernails. But at the end of the day, it worked out. Arguably, I feel like the market may be kind of getting numb to Donald Trump and the tariffs. Like, remember a couple months ago, we heard the word tariffs, and then we had red day after red day after red day. Now Donald Trump says tariff. He tweets tariff on Truth Social and whatnot. We go down, we go right back up. We've been doing this for the last week. I mean, go down, up, down, up. You see, we just keep doing these V shapes, and now we're flat again. So, let's see what happens from there. And the overall on the week, we made $1,240. It feels like I didn't make a lot of money this week, but to be fair, I guess we didn't have Monday to trade with, and I guess we got $10,000 stuck in hymns. So that's where capital is kind of stuck at. Back when we made, 2K per week. These were outliers, but I guess those were earnings, so the premiums were higher, and also we had the full capital, right? We weren't assigned with anything back then. So for the last week of May, add that in. And then we made $6,200 this month from premiums. And then if you go back to this chart, you can see now we made $12,900 from options year to date, or 31% of the way towards our goal. What is our goal? Pretty much just 41K. So we're at $12,900 out of $41,000. But yeah, that's pretty much the trades we made this week. It wasn't too eventful. The bright side is we got the shares of United Healthcare called away, and now we're working with that capital again. And pretty much the idea is to run QQQ again. If there's any earnings, then we'll look into that. But pretty much QQQ and United Healthcare again, because we got the shares called away. Hopefully the market doesn't gap up on Monday morning, and then essentially we're going to run ideally somewhere in the 290s put range for United Healthcare. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys made it this far, well, hopefully you guys check out our public Discord. The link is going to be in the description. This is where I post my trades at, and this is where I'm the most active at. If you guys made it this far, then thanks for watching.